Hi guys, it's Kirby. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are doing a little PR unboxing. Punky Color sent me over this paint can full of their Punky Color STREAKIN brush on colors. So we're gonna open it up and try it and talk a little bit about it. I got this a little while ago actually. I did put it on my stories on Instagram and I quickly tested it out on my daughter outside. And I really liked them immediately. I haven't tried them since. It was a little bit more labor intensive to get it in than the directions had kind of anticipated or said it would. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Let me tell you everything that I got in this little paint can. I got a little detangling mirror with... I got a little detangling brush with a mirror. I got a little thing full of scrunchies, which to be honest, I think I was just as excited about this as I was the color because... like a scrunchie dispenser? Are you kidding me? I love scrunchies. They're so much like easier on my hair. And then we actually got a little info card and the whole line of the STREAKIN brush on colors. So they have rosé, red magenta, teal, orchid, blue, which is the one we used on my daughter earlier, and then navy. These are supposed to work on both dark and light hair on the box. It does have like what it'll look like on blonde hair, what it'll look like on dark hair. So what I'm going to do to show you, or so that we can test them out, is I got some extensions. These are both human hair extensions. These are inherited from a friend. These I purchased. Real hair extensions are expensive, people. That's all I want to say about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take like a long weft and we're going to try these colors on both blonde and brown hair to see how they show up, how they dry, how they kind of work and things like that. What's kind of nice about these, or what's supposed to be nice about these, is that they dry down to like a soft hair-like flexible hold. I found that with my daughter with her curly hair, it's really hard to find products that like color it and then also have like a nice flexible consistency once it's dried down. A lot of times they're just really dry and they like tangle them up even more. So I'm really excited to see how these show up on blonde and brown hair and kind of like how they feel and style, to see if maybe these would be good for like Halloween and temporary colors, kids, and things like that. So let's get into it. We are going to apply these, or I'm going to tell you a little bit about them as I'm applying them to the brown and the blonde hair. The directions say, remove cap, slowly squeeze tube to release color into the brush head. Apply a thin, even coat by gently squeezing the tube as you brush the color directly onto the hair. Spread evenly, dries to a flexible hold in less than 15 minutes. For more intense color, reapply after color has dried. Wash hands after applying. Bold, vibrant, temporary hair color with a hint of shimmer. Exclusive, no-touch brush for smooth, even application. Dries to a flexible hold in less than 15 minutes. No flaking or dripping. Stays in place until you wash it out. Perfect for light or dark, natural, bleached, or color-treated hair. It says that it removes in 1 to 3 washes, so be aware of that. It might not come out the first time you shower. No commitment, temporary hair color. Since I have been burned by hair colors before, I'm going to wear gloves. I always wear gloves when using like hair color cream products, just because I don't trust any box that says you don't have to. So I'm going to wear gloves. I suggest you do the same. Okay, so I've just clipped the extension to a clipboard. I am now recording both on my DSLR and my phone, and I have all of the colors, and all we're going to do is try and paint them onto each of the weft, and then I'll change it out and I'll do the blonde one. I am going to have a another comb just to help it through if I need to. I did find that that was a little bit of an issue when I first initially used this blue one on my daughter. But as you can see, they have the brush tip. You squeeze them gently and the dye comes out. It definitely looks like these darker colors have the most shimmer to them, like the box was saying, with a hint of shimmer. Right onto the blonde. Okay, so the colors are definitely showing up on the blonde a little bit better than the dark brown for sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let them both dry, and then we will brush them through. We'll try and style them a little bit. We'll kind of see what happens with both of the colors. Initial thoughts, I think that these will be great for like one-day festival type things, concerts, kids parties, holidays like 4th of July, you know, things like that that maybe like you want to have a little bit more. If you're looking for streaks that aren't necessarily like painted on like this, you're definitely going to need a comb and to like section out the hair and paint it on your hand or a board or something like that. But we'll talk about that whenever we're like into styling it, but first they need to dry. Okay guys, so we're back at around 5:44. I went out and did some things out and about. We left these wefts at about 2:20, so we are like a good 3 hours and 20 minutes after the fact. I did hit them with a little bit of a blow dryer so that they would be like extra dry. This is them after they've been setting unbrushed, so I am just going to take like a quick little brushy brush through them. So some of these like deeper colors, the purple, it's still a little like tacky and wet, but the lighter colors like the pink and the blue, those are still like, those are pretty much dry, or as dry as they're going to get in my little basement room. I like the colors. I will say I think for the blonde, the colors show up the best. This purple though showed up like not great, and I understand this is probably like a little bit of like a yellowy blonde, so there's probably a little bit of like toning happening in this purple. But yeah, the purple didn't show up great, nor did the navy on the blonde, but this like, what is this called? Red magenta? Yeah. This red, magenta, pink, and blue, and the teal showed up great on the blonde. On the brown hair, I will say I think I put a little like too much on. I think for the brown weft, it's not that they didn't show up. They absolutely did. I think that the teal over here showed up probably the best, and the purple and the blue actually, the navy I should say, this is the blue. The navy showed up really, really nicely. In terms of application, I think whenever I picked the weft up and like rubbed the color in, I think it gave it a more even coverage as well as a better chance rather than just like painting them on and leaving them. I still think they had like a good, decent application. What I'm gonna do now is see if I can like style the hair after the creams have been put on, since it gives like a flexible hold, and then we'll go from there. Curled the wefts, and this is what they look like. Blech. The blonde one still looks better than the brown one, not gonna lie. The brown one looks a little kind of patchy at times, but the one thing from the brown one, I will say, this blue streak, again, this is the one that I kind of like combed through and worked through with my fingers. I think that is the application you need. I don't necessarily think that just brushing it on with the actual like paintbrush tips is going to be the most effective way for you to apply these. I think this brown one definitely gave like the best application and look. I will say though, for like the dark hair, it gave like jewel toned vibes, and I really, really like that. Definitely jewel tone vibes. For the blonde one, the only colors that I don't think that worked real well, if I can hold it up, is this purple. It ended up turning the hair brown, like straight up brown, not purple. So blondes, beware. The orchid of the Punky Color STREAKIN brush on color, not that great. But other than that, like the pink especially, that's giving me like summer Barbie fantasy. And the teal and the blue. But what I like about these is that you put them on unstyled hair and you can style them, whereas a lot of the temporary colors out there, you have to style the hair and then spray the color on, whereas these, you put the color on or the cream on, wait for it to dry, and then you can style it, which is really, really nice. Like, I'm really jiving with this. It also has like really nice hold, like really nice hold. So yeah. These are $10. I don't know if I said this before. These are $9.99. You can find them at Ulta and a couple of other places that Punky Color is sold, like Target. I think in terms of temporary for like one-day use, these would be great for, again, like I said, festivals, birthday parties, random holidays like the 4th of July, those types of things. I think that the colors show up better on lightened hair or blonde hair, but you can get some like nice jewel toned ones. I don't know, I think for like a very specific Halloween costume, a festival look, these are a really great option compared to some other temporary sprays that aren't necessarily so temporary out on the market. I don't know, I think they're fun, I think they're nice. Thank you, Punky Color, for sending these to me. If you are interested in these, I will link them down in the description box below so you can check them out on your own time. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please give it a big old thumbs up. As always, please be sure to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. I would hate for you to miss out on any more videos. Thanks so much for watching, guys.